Hey, that's not the one. I have 2 channels, or 3 channels. My absolutely abandoned, my private channel, and then this one. Yay, everything is set. I'm not missing the irony that technically I am a day late. I technically missed the deadline, but I haven't specifically missed the deadline. If you're willing to humor me, the deadline isn't specifically week to week, it is more stream to stream. So I haven't missed it. I'm just fucking up the schedule. Then again, I barely write anything Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Monday. This is the Resistance fight outfit, and you can find it during this event that's currently ongoing. It's gonna mean nothing to you if you watch this in half a year, where you can get it from destroying rivals, high value target. Actually, no, we're not gonna bother with that, but where is it? Oh, all the way up there. I think that means it's down here somewhere. Regardless, it's currently ongoing, and I think it has been ongoing for 2 weeks. Anyway, when it stops, I'll write that in the notes. I'm keeping. I think this is public knowledge. But I'm keeping a sort of diary of when different events go on. I think that's important for the game that we have an event calendar. So, I am the change I wish to see. Why the fuck are they stocking high explosives around here? You stop that! Especially that cloud there. I'm not having any of that. They quit. Okay, you convinced me. I'm coming back. Apparently my weapon reloaded. Yep, it's still on. You can find the fireworks. You can find blue fireworks boxes in toolkits and luggage. And yes, I am actually sorta trying to explore that. I need to see what kind of height difference we're dealing with down here. Because if it isn't too bad, I could technically just go up there. Also, I think I grabbed the Adventures gloves. Yeah, Adventures gloves gray. It's free DLC, so don't worry too much about it if you want to copy this. Otherwise, experimental gloves gray look pretty neat, but I think I like the rough leather. I think that's the term for it. Rough leather, and they're pretty much the same color. I think that looks neat with it. The head is the helmet, which I was originally missing. Actually, from the original time it was around, I got the chest plate and the boots. The pants, yes, these are the actual pants. And, by the way, this is from me upgrading it. I always go with having the fuck happened there? Pants. The pants are fully upgraded. What about the shoes? The shoes are also upgraded. Now that has an apparel station, so we're just gonna upgrade it there. By the way, I think you need refined uranium alloy. I think they should just be uranium ingots, because I think an alloy is specifically if you combine stuff. I don't remember the definition, but it barely fits. Then again, you can also call everything an alloy if you really wanna. Yes, we want to equip it right now. Yes, we want to equip it right now. Yes. Equip that bitch. There you spend uranium to plate. Spend uranium alloy to plate the inside of your jacket or whatever the fuck you increase to make it more blast resistant. And to that I have the question, why? Right, I didn't get the boom. Yes, it is 7 skirmish. No, wait. No reload. With this gun, reloads are bad. Ammo box, and the other ones are ammo crates, or I don't actually know because they aren't specifically ammo. These are always ammo boxes. These are more supply crates. And this one would be a gun locker, at least in my retelling. I need to check. Because I think I found out I had a magazine in storage for this. Yep. Oh yeah, I made an anti-air cannon. If you have EMP on this, it actually is really good at dealing with spasms, but that also just supports something I said. So I get a mild upgrade to this and a decent upgrade to that. It isn't the best, so we might as well pamper it. Yeah, I could find it on my own, that's why I'm justifying that I'm just putting it on here. Either way, it's either gonna be thrown out or it's gonna be put on here, so might as well just put it here. It's a help, it's not a difference maker. Is that respawning? Is that the only respawning radio? Because every other radio isn't respawning. Yes, I need to look for somewhere to get this upgraded. Because it is a good shotgun. I mean, it is a decent shotgun. It isn't necessarily good. It has a low magazine capacity, high fire rate, and when fired on empty, or when reloaded on empty, it has a longer reload, unlike the pump-action shotgun, which actually has the same reload time per shell, given the fact that you pump it while you get it steady again. Here you need to special chamber the first shell. Yes, I call them shells because in my mind, I think when it gets... Okay. The reload speed has really done something. Especially if I can get it with rapid reload. Be it a bug or an intended feature, doesn't matter. It's what we're stuck with. Hello? I need to check that out. But right now, we need to go up here. If I can enter from the back, that's gonna go in the documentary. Hello, motherfucker. I think this is a slight supply point. Not sure. Okay, actually we should read that up. Not alone. At last you found proof that there are other survivors out there north of the IGA Industries facility in the forest region. There's a convoy that was dispatched by the Swedish army in the direct aftermath of Cataclysm Day. In one of the trucks, a computer terminal connected to a radio picked up a looping message from Anita Högren, calling for survivors. She seems to be with a small group somewhere on Himfjall, a ski resort island located east of Östervik. And her group is trying to set up a makeshift boat passage to and from the island. I should have checked the... I like that the resistance fighter code looks decently thick, at least here. So it's very fit for the...
This is Anita Sjögren. If you hear this, you're in luck. You're not alone out here. We're a small group. We managed to escape Östersjön and find refuge on Himfjall Island. It's full of toasters here too, but we found a safe place and we're laying low. Part of our group is trying to repair a boat at Lennart Marine so that more people can join us. Strength in numbers. Also, bring your ski boots.
I don't remember if I remember correctly, or I don't know if I remember correctly, but I think that at some point says it's better over here. And it's just, wait, you're searching refuge somewhere where there is always snow, and the minimum enemies are much stronger than over here. Am I to take this as ludonarrative dissonance, or... No, wait. I can't even do that because they say our toasters glow over here. So they're literally going, yeah, it's worse over here, but it's better. It's it, we found refuge over here. Refuge in the fucking hellscape. Was pretty obvious from the road. I think anyway. Did I lose it? Oh yeah, I thought it was Sherklane, it's Herklane. So this is the Herquist. At least in this game. Funnily enough, they use Herklane a lot. That's the original name for this, the Herklane shotgun. Is it here? Where is it? I know it's up here somewhere. Illidan is out there somewhere. I'm so tempted to just press V and fly around, but then I remember that this isn't Gary's mod and I can't do that. I guess I should find a friend who talks Swedish so I can make my son talk a bit of Swedish. I think I mentioned him offhandedly while I was visiting my brother and sister-in-law, and my sister-in-law was like, you have a son? Yeah. He's like 3 years younger than me. Need to find that entrance. Was it way over? No, it wasn't way over there, because now I can see the fucking building again. Okay, let's try to retrace those steps. Well, I'll try to retrace my steps, because this is evidently my fault. I didn't see this before. Whose steps are these? Okay, it's still on. I found a bunker just before. Where the fuck did it go? I'm gonna look back in the VOD if I have to. But is it in there? It's in there. I don't have to look back in the VOD. This isn't the same door, is it? Hello? I have a shotgun. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Oh, the sound is fucking up. Oh, we can recognize the hissing. Bad. You can stand in there inside your fort. But can you come out here? I doubt it. Let me in. Oh, it was trapped. No, wait, it wasn't. It was just stupid. So this is the toxic gas that was talked about. Please let me out. Thank you. I cannot breathe again. Oh. Did I fail it? It's gonna keep saying that I can go up there. No. Out. Already running into buggies. It's really fighting against my instinct to constantly keep my weapons topped off. To run around with that, but oh well, say la vie. Becky, if you hate me, do you want to know the truth? Say la vie, as much your limbs, fuck you. Let's just keep snooping around in there and see if we can break the fucking quest line. Oh yeah, also the fact that you have to pick up this one down here has been mentioned in the script already. Damn, you survived that? Hold on. I have... Oh. Oh, there you are. I love this. It's fun. I wish I could get snake shots for this. Wolf! Is that Wolf in chat? Well done. Wait, do I have nuggets on me? I have a smoke nugget. I don't have an actual nugget. Fine. Express nugget. He keeps updating it like I've done something it asked me to. Now it requires key. It gave me 2 rounds. Yeah, that's not gonna be the biggest difference, maybe. It's gonna be nice, but it's not gonna be... Hey, come at me, bitch. Stop hiding. Aha! Ow. No! How did that fly under your arm? Ah, fuck it. There we are. I think I hit something. I hit it. If nothing else, then I hit it by proxy. There you are. Die how you live, the coward. Is it common enough that I can just use them? I think the reason why the different reload animations, at least that's how I choose to look at it, is that they are non-canon. I have an AA gun, well, not an AA, an AT gun. Why were they producing this much gas? That's what I need to ask myself. Oh yeah, we need to read this too. So I'll just sit over here. I think I wrote it into the script too. That I see it as you basic in Svanse von Ulmer's home. You basically just sit somewhere with a flashlight reading classified notes. Sit in his study, flashlight in hand, reading classified notes. Gas factory. It seems that the modern command center intercepted an emergency call on the day of the invasion from the nearby gas factory. As they were being attacked, everything points to the gas having been used by the machines, so maybe this factory is where they got it. It is unknown if the army sent out help or not, but it might be worth investigating the facility. It appears to be located somewhere east of Östervik. You are a military class. And you're blind. Good. And so... Okay, I need to enter from the other side. No, not there. I like that you can kinda expect where to find stuff. For example, these will have all sorts of different shit in them. The trucks. But also if you go to something like here where it's tanking position. Yeah. Then you can find gasoline in decent quantities. If you go where there were people, well, you can find luggage, usually backpacks. if you go into someone's farm, well, expect to find some sort of... I had them muffled on this, didn't I? Yeah, muffled for some fucking reason. Oh shit. Not bad. Not bad weapon, but far from good. I would have used the T4 Pivg up there, but in this game, knowledge is way better than equipment, which is something I really like. A crude map of the facility listing spaces, purpose of the building, night quarters, security barracks, senior staff villas, cafe and lodging and guest lodging, East Pier Administration, Warehouse E, factory buildings, Warehouse B, Warehouse C, Warehouse D, Warehouse E to F. Why are they split up? Cisterns pool. What the fuck is a cistern? I don't know what a cis person is, but that's about it. The thing is, big man, I have a rocket launcher. And I'm also really stupid. If you're only able to peek fire, ordnance is really good. Strange. Also like that it said, oh, a single bullet can set this off and blow us all to hell. Yep, I'm just running around down here with a rocket launcher. Can't even use the excuse boys will be boys because I'm playing as a woman. Lexi. I know it's better than what I'm using, but I'm trying to use something new. Yeah, them weighing one weight unit each doesn't really help their situation. Wait, how much ammo can we offload on you, just to make sure? Okay, shit. Ow. Wait. Oh. Even better. How do I not only have a vantage point? Someone had an issue with that. Someone had an issue with the fact that it has like a little jittering when you move your crosshairs. I was like, oh, it's a bug or something. I think it's just your character steadying their aim. Or it's supposed to represent them steadying themselves. That thing. Okay, now I got rid of the worst bullshit. Fuck you. Well, then more of you. Having an FMV on this is actually really good. But I don't, apparently. I thought I had because it said 3, then I remembered that tech vision is a thing. But having an FMV on your binoculars is literally what should be expected. It is a spotting tool. That hitbox is bullshit. I love how often they fall onto their back. Just lay there with their ass in the air. Like they just don't care. Put your ass in the air. Oh.
Mats, answer, goddammit. The thing's shooting at us. It's some kind of robots. I'm not kidding. But listen, they have fuel cell tanks on their backs. It looks like our tanks. I could definitely see one B3 and I think a B5 as well. Aren't we shipping those to the army? What the hell is going on here? You have to find out if any are missing from the storage and contact the army. I'm going to try to get out.
Well, I have the distinct feeling that her attempt at getting out didn't go well. Put your ass in the air. Oh, put Put your ass up in the air. Put your ass up in the air. Whoa. Whoa. Oh. Put giraffe in the air. Put giraffe up in the air. Put giraffe in the air. Put giraffe up in the air. Put giraffe in the air. Put giraffe up in the air. Put giraffe in the air. Move around like you don't care. Are you, huh? Put giraffe in the air. Okay, here we are. Oh, so you needed to blow those up afterwards. Mush. Gas factory. Okay, we're missing one. Great. Internal member to Andreas Nilsson, warehouse foreman from Georg Hansen, head of distribution GIA. Mr. Nilsson, I am hereby making you aware of the temporary requirement in our storage distribution. We have a final shipment of the year of B2 fuel tanks going out on the 13th. I am aware that we usually house the B series in warehouse F, but I have had a request to prepare the shipment with more discretion, so I recommend we load the containers in G instead. I do realize we are currently storing IASG 90 in G, and I don't need to remind you of the volatility of the B series. So please make sure to keep these two as far apart from each other as the warehouse will allow. Warehouse didn't allow for enough clearance, giving that I got to them. Put your giraffe up in the air. Why is that stuck in my head now? Gun locker. I call them gun lockers. They're evidently storage boxes, but still, you get the idea. Also, it gives a better distinction. Saying it's a locker, it isn't a box, so it's something different. But I think also a lot of maybe it's a gun case, but then again, a lot of them are just stored. Lush, I think we're going with flying objects, if we can clear that out. That will all depend on my loot goblin tendencies. I'm fairly sure that you can go through this entire game without having to kill most robots. You can just look for wrecks. Okay, they can also be in storage crates or supply crates. I think I'm just gonna call these supply crates, given that they can either give the one where they give threat, and then give I think it's a bit like an upscale, or like, it's kind of like they give a toolkit plus, if that makes any sense. Usually they also give some extra accessories and shit. And I think I have found pistols in them at times, but that might also be taken out of the loot pool. But they can either give that, or they can be internally treated as an ammo crate. Which are those? So I think I'm just gonna call them ammo box. Put your yes. I don't know if I did the gas factory on. There's another world where I don't think I did the gas factory. I think it's World 3. I'll have to look. It's just most of my access that goes with one move. That's kind of spooky. That's not a bad rifle scope, but it's not super good either, so we don't care about it. Oh yeah, this is actually one where we want to keep a lot of ammo on us. Yeah, I think those are like salves or shit. Because they were in like spa products where you find like medicine. Because you often find them in. Yeah. I think I'll go over it in the. If I haven't, will likely go over it in the script because it's also something I need to talk about. But it's gonna be in the interlude, which is ages away. Yeah, refined uranium alloy. I don't think uranium can be an alloy, but sure. Again, brass is an alloy. Ammo box crate. Ammo crate and supply crate. Also, ammo box and supply crate. I don't know. You hopefully know what I mean, no matter what I say about that. That one is just exclusively ammo. That's luggage. I was about to make the joke that I think there is a house. If I remember correctly, there's a house down in this area. It's just filled with medical supplies. And at least in my mind, that is a reference to the fact that the house is just full of drugs. That would also make sense because I think most recreational drugs can actually be used in a medical capacity. This one is more about ammo management because the final shell in the magazine is kind of like a boom. It's kind of a oh shit thing. So it's more about using the 4 shells that you have allowance for reasonably. Could you not take out your trash, you filth? Schematics. I don't know what the schematics are, and I don't think I care. At some point, I too will have all the fucking apparel schematics, and it won't matter anymore. At one more level, and we can start bullying the fucking rivals. It'll be nice. Just absolute top dollar. Knee-high cheers apparently was a saying in Danish during the 90s, I think. Actually, I don't know when that was a thing. But it's so fucking funny to say that's just knee-high chia. Yeah, chia pets are named after the chia grass. I feel like I'm rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic. And I don't mean like while it's sinking, I mean that I dive down to it after it already sunk. And then start seeing if there's any fucking remnants of chair left to rearrange. Rearranging. You're really rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic after it sunk, aren't you? Sometimes the blowing up is a bit extreme. Well, come and get me, big boy. I'm sneakier than you think. I like these gloves for it, due to how thick it is. It just walks around. Ow. That's bullshit. I hit it 2 times. That only registered the 3rd. Okay, it would be nice if you actually swapped weapons. Hello. I'm not great great at managing how much ammo is in it. Okay, so when red barrels are part of a barricade, they are inert. They're not hurt. Oh. How did you survive that? I was about to say, looks like you're standing up over there. I have rounds for days. Rounds for days, rounds for days. Rub some dirt in it. Okay. I cannot use my special touch. Yes, I can use my special touch. By the way, the max this one can have is 18 rounds. So if I find a larger magazine, I get one extra round. I think I was down here for a high value target. Mine a boo-boo. Okay. Are there more of you? Yep. Apparently that's one of the devs. Strong. That's one of the devs' names. Nah. There's a bit of a shrine in this region. I think I have shown it before. If I remember correctly, it's up here to someone who played it a lot during the heyday of it. I came in around the tail end, and this is sort of the post-mortem. It's really funny how often you can see people go into the official Discord and ask, are people still playing this game? To which I will always and forever just say, no, we're just fnick slopping. And it's really funny they put it in the discussion, the Generation Zero discussion the Generation Zero discussion channel, where there has just been sent a message not too long ago. It is called context clues. Yeah, we have scooter gangs. Just running after it with a hunting rifle. Well, not really a hunting rifle. That's stuffed. The fact that it has wood on it definitely gives it more value. It gives it an aesthetic. Aha, aesthetic meme. Maybe it was near here and they just barred it off. Or blew it up. Apparently the boombox. There we are. Hip hop bands. Ronbolbot. I think. I don't know, Swedish. I think. If it's bought off, then I'm stupid. Okay. I do remember it being one of those house types. So, an officer came in here with a bucket of rubber. They have a scientist. Oh, interrogation. More rubber. Oh. I like that some of them work and some of them don't. Should we look in there? I don't know. I just remember there being a house absolutely stacked with healing supplies. But they could have changed a lot, especially where it is. Maybe down here. The Torterwauer. What is my... Okay. We'll try to finish, I'll finish flying objects. Collectible schematics, and that is this water tower, question mark. Is it in here? Oh, that's Hagar. Hagar. Strong. Do you see me? Collecte plus. Like that they've used truck logs. Well, truck logs. Oh yeah, this would be stronger pain medication. No. I refuse. Maybe it's down here it's talking about. Calm down. They were going down here, grabbing this one, and then going over here. I think I should have grabbed this one, but then I had to go through most of the city rather than just slipping by the side. Oh, oop. I'm relying way more on the rocket launcher, which means that I'm carrying more for it. That's at least my justification. I do feel like the minigun, instead of serving as a machine gun role, is more an ordnance role. At least in effect. Bang bang. He had a pew-pew. I don't know if I mentioned it, but my dad actually called out the fact that it's a wound-up tape. He liked that. He pointed that out because he found it a neat detail. You can't catch me. Come at me, bitches. my kill. How the fuck did you wobble your ass down here? I need you dead because you're big-headed and at least you're big and stupid. Just like me. I'm small compared to you. It just needs to set it in. God, fuck it. My stuff. Not yours. I still feel like the Did I kill it? Yeah, combat escape. I didn't kill it. But we're closer to 25 than we've been in a long time. Say that because my other character is like 96. We've technically been... Wait, we also did the other character. Did it finish 25? I don't know. I deleted it because it was fucking with my progress. It kept resetting it. And yeah, I'm pretty sure it's that character because it was after I checked in. Or I went in on that. That my progress would reset. And after I deleted it, I can just move between characters as I please.
This thing is massive. We hit that bastard dead on with an HEDP round. It did practically nothing. It's now holding position at Mike Bakken. We're staying nearby, but out of sight until we get reinforcements.
Yeah, we have collectibles. think it was in that. I hope it was in that. Yeah, that's the red lights. Someone did something at the door. Yeah, pain medication or some form of opium drugs. Just smoking chambers, smoking areas. The advanced medkits all over the fuck. They respawn, so we can go in here. There's a gambling area with music and shit. Bottles strewn all over the place. Maybe it's not as hefty as I remembered. That is an adrenaline shot. This is most definitely a red light area. But it has much less healing than I remember. Could you fuck off? Simple first aid kit. I think that's just akin to like normal pain medication. That's at least how I choose to see it, that if there's some sort of general drug, like the first aid, you can't really do that without some sort of pain relief. But if it's supposed to work like we see it demonstrated. And it can be something as simple as common headache medication. That is still general pain relief. I can use them for both, I think. At least what I have for pain medication is also, or what I have for headaches is also pain medication. That's something you can just buy as long as you're 18 or older, and that's something that has been instituted while I've been alive. So this is definitely a time where restrictions like that wouldn't be as severe. But that's also likely because people haven't committed. That's likely also because people haven't self-terminated using those exact same drugs. Oh, so that's tied to this. Ow. Oh. I promise I'll finish up the mission. I'll be so good for you. Oh, it's a newsletter and it's in there. Okay, I can deal with that. Didn't I check that? Yeah, I think it's easier for us to unlock this safe house. Okay, here we go. Nice shotgun, but we're not using it this time. Nor are we using the Deagle. I think rapid reload is just gonna be my go-to for most weapons. Scorching and so on will, well, actually Scorching will require too much preparation, as it's mainly synergizing with it should be in here. I hate you. Oh. Oh. Someone in the chewing gum. Or did I pick up a newsletter in here? I don't remember doing so. Someone is screaming at, oh, there it is. Why would you lay it in the chair? Okay, now we can go down here. Which is also a good spot if you need more, if you are in need of, if you're in need of gasoline, how I would advise you do it is that you fast travel up here, grab the gasoline at the gas station there, then fast travel down here and grab the gasoline at this station down here, then fast travel back up here and go down there because they reset whenever you hit a loading screen. So if you have 2 points where they can just go back and forth, you can technically use that to make an almost, at least definitely accessible lead and gasoline farm. Would actually be cool if we could get a silver bicycle, or black. I think they have it in the game too. But we'll get to that. You can just jump over the edge there and go down here where there's another. There's a gas stations, and you can find gas in those two. So gas isn't really a big issue. Oh, I press it. I need some healings. The most efficient to craft is standard, but the most efficient to use is advanced. And with that, I'm saying use advanced, but never craft advanced. Because it's so easy to get around crafting. You can get them down here, you can get them up here, you can get some up here, and you can just ping pong between those. You can get them from just someone asked me for like a good farm for weapon pods. These are good farms for weapon pods. Because you can just infinitely spawn in high tier enemies. That you can take down and farm for pods. Or you can... Lillo. Holy hell! Should we read them over, I guess? Scrap metal. Yami was fighting something big in the Östervik neighborhood of Markbakken. Locate the site of the battle to scavenge it for army equipment, and if the machine is still there, finish what they started. An exchange student named Kenneth Larson just got back from the United States a few days before all of this started. There might be wilderness supplies and even a rifle at his house. Judging by what he says in his letter, his address is Purxby. I'm not even gonna attempt that. Pachherwagen. I'm confused by that because that's how we would normally say "oh." At least that's what but they also use "oh." That's how I know it's Lilo, oh, Aero. That's the fucking A. That's the A and E that's just smashed together, and it says E. Like E H, the E. That's the O where the crossover with the line over. That's just funnily enough, that's how we say Iceland. Island, not Iceland. Oh, that's just with the circle over it, or as we call it, a bun. The bun over the A. But then the umlaut, which Danish definitely doesn't use it in the language at all. But the confusion to Swedish, at least, is that they have distinct names and sounds. Like the O umlaut is supposed to be which seems to have the same place as even to the point meaning island in Swedish. Well, that's at least what I've heard, funnily enough, from a Swede, so I'm gonna take that. I hit you the first time. Did you just give yourself in the face? So, what are we to expect that it's like? As long as we can mash it somewhat into the face of it. A military tank takes about six or seven of these. 6 or 7. But that's only a military tank. Oh, I can reach. No. You're not yucking my yum. So if it gives 7, it's breaking even. It didn't, it gave 4. I gave a lot of other ammo types. Fleeing objects. The reason why my son had to learn Swedish while he's Finnish is because it's one of their national languages. I think it's depending on the territory, kind of like how in blanking right now, how in Canada they have to learn French too, French as well as English. Some of them, of course, in both cases, forgetting completely how to talk the other one. Okay. A few days before the cataclysm, Freddy Blom, a man living in Lillo, a suburban neighborhood located in the southwest west of the city of Östervik, reported seeing flying machines, but the police did not take him seriously. Later that same night, several people living in various places on Östertörn were murdered simultaneously, including one of Frederik's neighbors in Lillo. Evidently, there was more to this than a mere rambling of a prank caller or an alien nut job. Go to Lillo in order to find out where he lived and how the murders fit into the whole invasion. Right, should we check exchange student? That's all the way. No, never mind. Lush. If it was nearby, I would be fine with it. Why? We already have that. Map depicted the residential suburbs located to the west and south of the town of Östervik. Grönlundet to the west, Haga and Torberet, just south of the old town, and Lillo to the southwest. Lillo was built along the main streets. Gantat, this is really straining my fucking minor dyslexia. I think I have some. Oh, sorry. I completely missed you. I didn't think anyone was watching, I'm sorry. I don't speak French, sorry. I can introduce myself. Belagod runs to the northwest, southeast direction. Isn't that just a way of saying in the middle? Hello, Sky. Intersections with Lilogotten, which is general. Fuck, that sounded like absolute gibberish. Phone book. Was it just telling me what I saw? Which is generally southwest east. If I didn't have the fucking, tracker, I would just have given up at that. The phone book to Frederick Blums. In the phone book, 2 Frederick Blums are listed, but only one living in Østervik, Ballergården 8 Østervik. 8 Østervik. No. It's fresh steel from his car. I mean, he is dead already. We've gotten that confirmed by Uncle Kalle. Okay. Oh. Best playtime. This game is pretty much you came late to the apocalypse. That didn't sound like, no, it's, I can definitely gauge that there is a runner up here, and that's the alert sound from them. But they can sometimes also just spot you through a mountain, so I'm not too concerned about them. And also, they're just runners. It's annoying that it doesn't come with timestamps, so I can't gauge when you actually came in and how long I was just plattling along on my own for. Find any remaining information about what happened in the Lilo neighborhood. Lilo. I don't know how to say it, and I'm likely saying it wrong because I'm using the Danish pronunciation while it's Swedish. Okay, so what are we talking about here? I'm late to a lot. I like that I'm using my cursor in the game because the chat is only on the screen over on the side. It isn't in the game at all, so I'm just waving it around randomly in game to see where it is. But later than yeah. November 8th. Yeah, that's 2 days before the cataclysm. Newspaper featured a series of murders on the front page. 14 people were killed last night around Østervik. Whole region of Östertörn is shocked out of the gruesome murders. The police have no explanations as of yet. Blah 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 blah. According to some reports, several victims were working for the FOA, the Swedish National Defense Research Institute, although no official connections has been confirmed at the time of writing. Yeah, that's a lot of people, but in the game you find a lot more corpses than that. No, it's the machines around. It staged an invasion. One of the victims is Dr. Ingrid Kranqvist, a respected biologist and researcher who rose to prominence when she and Dr. Svante von Ulmer won the Nobel Prize for Physiology or or medicine for the breakthrough discoveries in neurotransmitters in 1970. She was married to Bert Conquist. No, I don't really throw water on them. It's more like I throw high explosives and supersonic lead at them. Bert Conquist, superintendent in the Østervik police force, lived with her whole life on a farm called Lilo, which incidentally gave its name to Østervik's newest suburban district when it rose from the ground on her parents' former okay, it's just giving a bit of flavor and context. Oh, I like that it says like, oh, you should check it out here, but no, it's up here.
Mr. Blom, good evening.
Blom.
This is Detective Mats Hansson, Østervik Police Station. We've noted your report about a flying object over Lilo this evening.
No, they die when they
We have
get
not
into water,
received
by the
any
way.
similar reports from anyone else, including the Army, who, as you may know, has a substantial presence, including radars, on Östertörn. Please, stop calling us, and perhaps try to get some sleep. Thank you, and goodbye.
Yeah, that's Freddy. But, no, machines actually die when they get into water. But then again, I teleport back when I get into water. I'll demonstrate when I finish this mission. You just go ploop underwater, sink to the bottom like a stone. The game's pulling tricks. It is a bit scuffed. Hold to close. My telekinesis powers grow. It's not really pulling tricks, it's a bit scuffed with the last update because it was rushed. But that's because they ran out of money, so it was more that they actually made an ending rather than ending themselves. A lot of people will get really fucking weird when you talk about that. I do have the intent to see if I can do something about it, but that's gonna be very, very hush-hush when it comes out. Okay, do you want the full spoilers for it? Because it is a kind of a weird scenario. At least, I think, that's at least as far as I get. Up here is the FOA facility. That's where the military AI that was supposed to support all of the machines, which were supposed to be, like, you could have someone in a bunker. The machines were like full dive. Have you watched Sword Art Online? It's kind of like that. It gets really weird because, again, just mentioned Sword Art Online to give you an idea of how it goes. But you basically have, like, a person that you plug into it, and then without any sort of interface, there's just a neural link into the machines. That was what they were working on up there. Then the lead researchers got AIDS and pneumonia, which is what was discussed the last time. So he was basically at death's door. And while he was then putting himself into the invasive search or invasive procedure, the new AI for the entire facility came online, and with the death echo of him, it basically took over every machine around using that same full dive technology, and then turned on humanity. Because reasons. It's Terminator set in Sweden. That's the short and long and short of it. So what we're fighting is the death echo of a postmortem researcher, or the death echo of a Nobel Prize winning researcher in neurology. Because it isn't exactly Svante von Ulmer. It's just a strange imitation. In the script, I had to research how the early stages of age, or the early history of AIDS. So I'm just... It was weird. I ended up giving it a grade of, yeah, fuck it, it's close enough. It's close enough to be believable. I don't want to research this anymore. Yeah, it's basically it's just to give an allegory, and mostly because it's so popular. Basically, you just plug people into the system directly. No need for any sort of keyboard or anything to connect them. Damn, this is full. Someone was loading up for something. I ain't gonna need it anymore. Hello. Solved. Boop. I see you. Yeah, it wasn't fun. It was more like, okay, how long does it take to transmit? When was it found out? It was just a lot of, what could you say, granular details I had to look up, and I just... now it has infected enough of my search history, no pun intended. And I'm just gonna call it there. Oh. Oh. Hmm. Okay, that was cute. Okay, I guess that I have found it, and I found it under the one that just gave it a little shaky. No. No TV either. Oh, one of the obtainables. No matter which angle I look at it from, it will always go for the switch first, so I can't grab that. No, we shouldn't turn it on. Well, shit went down here. There isn't any crime scene I can tamper with. Oh, thank you. I'm a horrid loot goblin. Mm-hmm. Oh, is that it? Dr. Ingrid Granqvist's research note. Wait. Oh, the tick that I just obliterated. Dr. Ingrid Granqvist was They're having a good time. Dr. Inge Granqvist was apparently one of the research scientists working at FOA 53. She kept a few haphazard notes of her work. Convergence program with RR currently stalled success only at an experimental level. Tests and test results on lab rats, on rat stable, with good repo rate. Good. But it only takes minutes for the connection with the AU to be lost. Experiment only conclusive in sterile environments. Live testing on non-sterile environments not possible for the foreseeable future. Rolling out with new procedures for immune system suppression. Chemical injection delay the cytokine response of 4 to 8 hours depending on the subject. A 30% increase over radiation. Svanse is sick again. I think he lost weight. I told him he's working himself to death, but he wouldn't talk to me. I'm so close. Well, that should kind of be the end of this region. I'll have to do cleanup next time. But that will also mean that we're going down to this region and then shrimping it all up. To see if that leads us up here to finish my hypothesis that they flow into each other. For now, we're gonna see what the high value target says. Oh, damn. But they also, with a, oh. Alright, that's all over there, but then again, that's against the bigger machines. Guess that's enough bullying the machines. Why is it that close to it? Maybe it isn't. If you won't acknowledge me, I'll have a good time. Are you... Oh. No, wait. Oh. Oh, that's actually active. I just didn't bring any repair kits. I was too focused on bird watching and didn't bring any repair kits. This unloading is still perplexing. But I think it has done that for way too long for it to just be something they introduced. You can't see me, you don't notice I'm here. I'm blunt. I am insignificant and unconcerning to you. At least damn if you want to stay alive. Okay, over there. I have a few rockets. We don't want any ticks. You can try that. Not gonna work though. Still didn't work on me. Want to try that too? Or you want to try that? It doesn't work either. At least not always. I don't work either. I don't mean like I'm jobless, I mean that I'm just dysfunctional. Your aim is worse than mine. Oh! There we have it. Our Rival's a free game. Nope. Police uniform. Okay. Go away, go away, go away. Fucking stressful. Both because your funds are squeezed, but also you're really stressful sometimes. Why do you feel like you're trailing me off to somewhere? You evidently weren't. Good. They're Giganta. No, we're gonna start the cleanup from here. Wait, we don't even need the cleanup, we need to go here. Now we need some revives. Two will do. Ack. Maybe I should use the revolver more. You moved very close all of a sudden. Okie dokie. I don't know if the experimental is better than the T3, but we'll find out. If nothing else, I'll keep the T3 till... Oh. But of course, wait, do it. You can't have that. I'm not being hyperbolic here. You can't literally not exist with that. What the fuck? Regardless, that's gonna be it for this time. Thank you all for watching. Until next time, stay safe. Wait, that's gonna be it for this time. It's been pretty fun. Until next time. Thank you all for watching. Until next time, stay safe. Over and out. I'm fucking up my own outro. What the hell?